In this video, we'll create the body symmetry exercise you see here on the left. The base feature sketch is as shown here and is fully defined with just 5 dimensions as shown. This component is symmetrical about both the right and front planes. So we'll use symmetry in the sketch, which we'll create on the front plane, and we'll create just an open profile. We'll use the mid-plane in condition to achieve symmetry in the feature. When we're creating the boss here, we'll use the up to surface in condition to extrude from here up to the surface here. This lug feature here we'll create again using the thin feature, and we'll use the up to next in condition. The fillets here on the lug and also on the bottom here are what are called full round fillets, and we'll use this option in the fillet tool. We'll complete the exercise by using the mirror body option when mirroring the component. Here's the working drawing of the component if you're following along and modeling this yourselves. You can use this as a check for your dimensions. And on the drawing here, I have shown the tangent edges here on the end view and on the front view, whereas I've omitted them on the top view for clarity. On our shaded view here, we see tangent edges, and also here on the hidden lines removed view. So let's go and model this now in SolidWorks. So I'll start in SolidWorks by opening a sketch on the front plane, and I'll begin by drawing a center line or a construction line here. So scroll out if you need to. We'll make this line vertical, and if I right click on it, I can convert it into a construction line. So I'm going to draw half of our profile. So let's say I'm going to draw the left side. I'll draw something like that shape there. Let's show our sketch relations. So the end point is on the center line there. I'm going to manually add a relation here between the bottom of this line and the origin. So I'm going to make that horizontal there. So I'm now ready to start dimensioning this. This line here is 75. The angle between these two lines is 130. From the bottom to the top line here is 188. And now I'll do the symmetry dimensions, making sure I click on the center line and drag across. And that's 62. And if you'll notice the cursor there, for the second symmetry line, all I got to do is click on the line. I don't need to click on the center line this time, and put in the distance. So there's our sketch, fully defined. Doesn't matter what length the center line is, and the center line does not have to be fully defined to define the sketch. Let's go and extrude this. And this is obviously an open profile. If you look at your properties here of the extrusion, the first thing is I'm going to change the in condition from blind to mid-plane. The depth is 50 millimeters. And because this is an open profile, the thin feature is automatically turned on. And we can apply the thickness here, which is 12 millimeters, and we can apply that inside or outside by reversing the direction here. Now in our case, we want to leave it outside, and as well as that, if I tick the auto fillet corners, you can fillet all the internal corners. So our radius here for the internal corners is 12 millimeters, and I'll click OK on that. And there's our first feature. Let's go back and look at the sketch again. For fit, you don't need to put in the fillets here. The extrude thin feature will automatically put in the fillets for you if you tick this box here. I'm going to click this surface here and open a sketch. I'll use the center line again from the origin. On that somewhere, I'm going to draw a circle. Dimension the circle. Diameter is 38. Distance from the bottom edge is 138. So that defines fully there our circle for this boss feature. If I go to extrude this, I can extrude it in 2 directions at the same time. Direction 1 is blind, and the distance in this direction is 6 millimeters and extrude 6 millimeters beyond the face. I'm going to activate direction 2, and the correct in condition for direction 2 is up to surface. Or I could go up to next. If I click up to next, it will run on there and meet that face there. Up to surface would also work. If I click up to surface and select that face there, then it will run on and meet that surface there. So either of those will work there. So I'll click OK on that. The next feature I'll create is the log. I'll click on this face here and I'll open a sketch, draw a line. I'll wake up the center of the circle there and I'll draw a line there and dimension it. This line is 44 and that line is there, as you can see. Clearly this is an open profile. Reverse the direction. So I want it to run in this direction, and I'll have to use the up to next in condition here because we have two surfaces, the flat and the curved surface. We need this to be in the center. So if I go down here to thin feature, you have an option here to use mid-plane, and that centers the feature there on the sketch like that. The auto fillets won't matter because there's nothing to fillet here. Just click OK on this, and there's our third feature, again created as an extruded thin feature. I'm going to round this edge with a fillet. The radius is 12 millimeters. You can use the call out here if you wish. Put that in, and it's just a normal symmetrical constant size fillet. I'm going to now create another fillet where we're going to round these surfaces here. Now to do this would be quite difficult if we didn't have the full round fillet here. So full round fillet, I'm going to select this option. There are 3 faces that we need to fill here. So face set 1, that can be either of the outside faces. Now SolidWorks will color code these for us. It doesn't matter what order I select the faces in. So I could skip down to face set 2 and select this one, which will be in pink. What matters is that the center face set is this one here. It's a set of faces that are totally removed. So with the full round fillet, the center faces are actually totally removed. So this will create a bull nose effect. You can see the preview there, and that will nicely round that for us there all the way around. Now at the bottom we have a fully rounded surface here as well. And I'm going to use the full round fillet here as well. Let's just save our model. So just saved it there. Now the depth is 50 millimeters across here, and our thickness is 12 millimeters. If I were to do a normal fillet here by just clicking these 2 edges, and if I were to make those 25 millimeters, then this would give you a round there that you require. However, if I were to change the depth of my model here, so if I turn on instant 3D and I have this blue ball here, if I were to drag this here and change it, you can see that the bottom is no longer fully round. So set that back to 50 again, and this fillet here, if I go and edit it, I'm unable to change it to a full round fillet. So in this case I need to delete that fillet, and we'll now put in our full round fillet. So again, if I click the edge, select fillet, change to full round fillet, and as before we have 3 faces to select, but this one must be the center face set because this face is going to be totally removed. And let's click the back face there. So with full round fillet, all you have to remember is the face that you are removing must be the center face set. After that, it doesn't matter which is face set 1 and which is face set 3. So it was color codes the faces there, as you can see. So this is face set 1, face set 2 are the center face set, and this is face set 3. Click OK on that. So there's our model at this stage. This edge is a normal fillet here. So just a regular constant size fillet. The radius 6. So there's our model at this stage. To finish it off, I'll use the mirror tool. Our mirror face is this face here. And instead of mirroring features, go down here, expand bodies to mirror, and then use the flyout here. I can select our solid body fillet here. You can also click it on the graphics area here if you wish. Make sure merge solids is ticked so that you end up with a single solid body, which will be called mirror 1, as this is the last feature. Click on save. So there you have it, our body symmetry exercise where we've used thin feature extrusion, and we've also shown you a couple of uses of the full round fillet. Thanks for watching.